Hello, I'm Sophie, millionaire mum. And in this video, I share an interview that I conducted with my friend and online colleague, John Lunnon. John is at the beginning of his Make Money Online journey. He shares how he got started. It's a great story. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, hello, John. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I have you here with me so that you can tell us a little bit about your journey. You working online, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation. And maybe you would just like to start by introducing yourself and telling us a bit what it is that who you are first, who you are.
Thanks again for inviting me on. My name is John Lunnon, and I work full-time. I have a day job where I work in construction. I basically do tool hire, where we deliver like diggers and dumpers and things like that. And basically through that job is how I managed to get started online. So I've always worked in like the construction sort of industry and sort of manual kind of jobs. So I literally just got talking to a guy saying, do you need some logos? Because I was learning Photoshop at the time. And he said, oh, can you do a website? And I said, yeah, I'll do a website. So I did a website course probably about 18 months before that. So I literally thought, okay, I need to scramble over my old notes and everything. And then I kind of retaught myself how to do it. And then we arranged a meeting. So that's literally how I started the online kind of business, just through this website. So I didn't actually go out there trying to pitch the business I was offering, just to do some logos, but it turned into doing the website.
That's amazing. So all your life, sort of up to fairly recently, you were actually in this construction industry and not really even thinking of working online necessarily, but it just happened.
It's quite funny, really. So these builders, they're really good. They've been working around the area. They do some really big houses and extensions and things like that. So I said, I built a portfolio site for myself. So I said, look, I'll do the site for you guys for free. So it didn't put any pressure on me. And it means they had less expectation on me. So if I failed, then it wasn't going to be too bad. So we arranged the meeting. So I met the guys in a pub, and we all had a pint. And, I went over my ideas, and they said, "Oh, brilliant!" So I said, "Okay, we'll go over your portfolio of business, houses you built, and we'll get them all laid out onto the homepage, and all the nuts and bolts of the site. Really, they seemed happy, and then I just got started on the site once we had the meeting, and it was literally just back and forth with the guys. They were saying, they need to change. I need to change certain colours and that. But when you're actually doing a portfolio site for yourself compared to working with a client, it's completely different. So it helps you learn a lot about how to work with people as well. So I find a lot of people want to do these kind of things. So I'd recommend doing a site for free for someone first. It puts less pressure on you, and it means you can get on with what you're doing. And if you are struggling, you can say to your client, this is new territory for me, and then they understand. And you're working. You're not working to a real strict sort of time frame, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. It puts less pressure on you, but it gets you practicing.
Definitely.
So John, basically you did this for free for them, and is that what decided you to go further and to then you thought
what actually happened, when I signed the website off to them, I said everything's all done, and they checked it, and we met up in the same pub, and then the guys gave me a few £100, and I was like,
wow.
Sure. So literally, I was like, wow, I actually got paid for it. So I wasn't expecting it. So like I say, if you do so a lot for one person, 9 times out of 10 they're happy with you, then you might get paid for it. So even if you're doing a free job, you can still get paid for it because the client might be really happy with what you've done.
That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely. So what was your next step after that? I mean,
I literally got a recommendation from that one job their next door neighbour he's actually started a locksmith business. So they said, "Oh, this Brian needs a website." So then he contacted me, and then he said, "Oh yeah, I've seen the website you did for Ben. Can you do something for me?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." So I had a meeting with him, and then I think it was about £500 I was able to charge for that website.
Brilliant.
And so literally, I'll just take one project on as I'm going along. But the main reason I'm able to sort of do it is because I'm able to do it around the day job. But my wages in my day job is very low for what I do, because a lot of companies they want to get as much out of people as they can. So
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to earn a bit extra money, so I can put that towards going on holiday, or just extra things like bills and all that kind of stuff. So.
Exactly. It's very welcome, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
So but it's been good. So it's nice to be referred, from the first job.
Exactly. You do a good job for free, you get paid as a surprise, and then you get recommended, and you make better money, and that's really how it works, isn't it?
I was going to say, it is tricky sort of sticking to a price, because once you've done something, you can feel a bit afraid to actually ask for money, because you think, oh, I'm not good enough. But you're spending your time doing something. But once you've got some validation from someone, it's a bit easier to actually get paid, and sort of ask, because your worth then.
Exactly. So, John, is that the only thing you do online? Build websites for people, or are there other things that you do online?
I've basically been a music producer as well. This has always been something a bit of fun for me. There's so many music producers out there, so I knew I was never going to make any money doing that. Make a little bit of money, the odd download here and there, but I've done a remix for a band called the Beat Jugglers. So they did a competition and everything. So they had different producers. So luckily they got my remix on their website. So that's there to download. I taught myself how to do producing, just because I've always been a DJ as well. So I've predominantly been into the music scene and everything. But there just seems to be there's so many DJs and producers now. It's tough to make a living out of it. So I needed something to, I find websites, more people need that than they need DJs.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a nice balance, isn't it?
It's more of a hobby. I see it more as a hobby. I think if you don't put any pressure on trying to earn money through music and stuff, then you're going to enjoy it a lot more. But when you start you're solely doing it for money, then it can take the fun out of it. So for me, music's all about fun and like making money.
Exactly.
And that's also producing. I was going to say, I've done some events as well. So I basically promote them through Facebook and stuff like that. So I think DJing, I've probably done that for about 25 years.
Wow.
I started around 1996. So I'm 40.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. It sounds to me when you speak that you're not scared of just going for it and just doing what you like doing. And
it takes a lot of time, because it's obviously a lot of time to learn these skills, like producing. There's still a lot of things I need to sort of learn about that, but everything I make, it's all around sort of trance music and that, and it's quite a complicated type of music to make. So if anyone's into trance, and you can contact me, we can talk about anything trance related.
I keep that in mind, yeah.
And also, making websites. If anyone needs any help or anything, they just reach out to me.
That's brilliant. Yes, in fact, I was going to continue with that, John, because we both met in the same course, and I wanted to ask you, what decided you to go ahead and invest in a course? First, what decided you to do that? What made you do that?
I think because I can build a basic web page and everything. I thought I needed to learn how to actually build a proper business. So doing the same course that we're on teaches you how to run a proper business. To keep everything sensible. So you're not trying to do loads of different things. And I thought, well, I'm okay at doing the website stuff. So what I can do is incorporate that into a proper business. So I decided to obviously set up a free course on my website, and a lot of it's linked to your YouTube or my YouTube channel, so people can learn how to do basic web skills. But I'm also doing, so if anyone basically comes through to my website and say if they have a client, I could even coach them, tell them how they need to sort of schedule the meetings with the client and tell them what the person would need, because everyone needs to start from somewhere. Because I've actually built a couple of websites, I know how to deal with clients. So it's basically, it was just literally just helped me get a proper business off the ground. So it's good having skills, but then you need to build a business around that as well. So having a good mentor really helps with that. So if I get a little bit sidetracked, then the mentor is able to sort of say, no, you need to focus on what you're already doing.
That's true. I that's definitely my experience as well. It's good to have someone who's been there and done that, and who can guide us and help us to do the things that are going to produce to make us the most productive, I guess. That's wonderful.
It's easy to get sidetracked, isn't it, like you say?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's easy to sort of get sidetracked, isn't it?
It is very easy, isn't it? Especially online, where there's all these different things going on, and there's the next make money quick, get rich quick scheme. It can be very tempting, can't it?
I was going to say, just stick with one thing and you'll be okay. But it takes a long time to build something. Like I said,
it does.
You're trying to make some money, do a couple of jobs for free before you try and get anything, and then you build some experience. That's what I recommend anyone doing. But if you're trying to earn extra money outside of work, anything online is perfect. It means you don't have to get a second job. For me, building websites is I can do that anywhere in the world.
Exactly, that's right. That maybe leads me to a question that I had for you, John, is do you have a vision for your future? Do you have a dream? What is it, if you have one? I guess you do.
I think for me, I'd like to just eventually give out the day job so I can do this, and then teaching people how to do it. And then I could sort of have a full-time, coaching program, so I could sort of teach people how to go from not knowing anything to, how to get their first clients, and just showing them, the ropes of what they need to do. I'm doing it through WordPress at the moment because coding is very complicated. I'm not that advanced with that, but I can build a WordPress website. So I think as I go along, it's going to be, I'm going to get more advanced with doing more apps and stuff like that. So it's just all these things, they don't happen quickly. So it takes a while. So at the moment, I'm going back to doing some more coding. So I'm learning some more skills. But I recommend if anyone's going to do any WordPress, learn some basic HTML and CSS, because I spent about 6 months of doing that. And it means you'll understand how to use WordPress a lot better. Because that's basically what's going on under the hood of the website, so to speak. So if you're trying to change certain boxes around, you know how to change the margin of things, how things sort of work and interact with each other. So literally, I think going forward, it would just be great to just be able to coach people with their own sort of web design projects and things like that, and also working with other companies. So more of the same really, but just getting more in depth and be able to do it full time rather than just do it part time.
Exactly, that it could sort of gradually replace your day job, and then you can teach other people to do that. That sounds like a great plan. And
Definitely. It's going to take a little while, but I'll get there.
Well, it sounds like you're well on your way already. I mean, I think that you've probably made more online already, than many people out there. So I think that's very encouraging, really.
Definitely, a lot of it's through local businesses. I was going to say, it's for anyone who's trying to start out and build a website. What I normally do if I'm going to a building site when I'm delivering diggers, because we're dealing with different contractors, the first thing I do is have a look on the side of the van, and you'll see a phone number and sometimes an email address. If they don't have a website on there, I'll just talk to them about how's your advertising going. And then we go down to the route, and I'm like, okay, have you thought about having your own website? That's when I say, I'll do my web design, and then 9 times out of 10, they'll either say, "Oh, okay, can you have a look at doing one for me?" And so, it's easy to sort of get business that way. So anyone, if you're trying to start, look at local contractors, construction workers, and just look on the side of their van. If they don't have a website on there, then most of the time they need one.
Yeah, that's really clever. I mean, you basically, you're just identifying a need and just offering them the solution straight away. And as you say, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes, because you're solving their problem, really, which is really great. That's absolutely amazing advice, I think.
I think it's just focus on one client. If you're going to do it, don't get loads of people signed up, because you're then going to spend you're going to be swamped in with work around your day job. If you're working full time like me, what you want to do is just get one project done, finish that, and then move on to the next one, and then book I'd say one project in a month until you get really good at it. I can do them reasonably quick now because I've been doing them for a little while, but even still, I don't get ahead of myself. I just work on one business at a time. But then once I do that job, I'll go and do another course to learn something else that's going to help me. So the next time I do a website, it's going to get easier.
That's right. Yeah, just improve one step at a time, kind of thing. Yeah.
But it's so easy to get business if you're trying to make money online. If that person doesn't have a website, you can hit them up and say you'll do one for them.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. Yeah, well, because I'm delivering stuff to these people, so I'm sort of with them sort of firsthand. And the first thing I always say to them is like, are they advertising with like the local paper and stuff? So find out about their actual business first, rather than talking about me. And then I say, okay, this is the benefits of how it can sort of help you with your own work. And then, like I said, 9 times out of 10, they'll say, it's a good idea. And then we work on a project together.
Absolutely great. Yeah, very good advice.
Cool.
So, John, you also have a YouTube channel. And what are you sharing in that YouTube channel? Do you want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, it's just titled as my name, John Lunnon. I know it's close to John Lennon, a lot of people say. So just the U. So all I'm doing, I'm just going over my website, critiquing that, showing you how to add just different things, because I use the Elementor plugin, and that's the first one I started learning. So I'm literally just going, this is how you add a new post to your webpage. So every week I'm adding new videos to it. So I've got my details under that. So if anyone wants to reach out and learn more about how I'm sort of speaking to customers, because there's a lot more than just introducing yourself. You then need to sort of work out a good way to sort of sell yourself, so you can get the website built for that person. Yeah,
exactly.
It's literally I'm just doing web design, so just basic tutorials, a lot of stuff that I used to look for. How do you add how do you add an extra menu or whatever to your website? It's all the stuff I used to try and search for. I'm just thinking, okay, I'll just try and simplify it and just explain it my own way. So, but the more people I can help, then hopefully I'm going to stop loads of people being broke. Because jobs don't pay enough at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, that's great. Yes, and definitely for my viewers, I mean, I will put John's all the details are below this video. Basically, I'm going to put John, your link to your YouTube channel and to your website as well.
Oh yeah, on my website as well, you can get in contact with me. So I've got the free video course on there. And that'll go through to my autoresponder, and then just any questions. If you have a client, then let me know, and I'll even give you some free coaching and tell you what you need to do if you're sort of a bit nervous.
That's great.
So yeah.
Now, John, I still have just maybe one last question. Is for anyone who's hesitating about starting online, who says, is it really possible to make money online? Do you have something to say to them, or?
I'd say the best thing to do is, like I did, I reached out to a couple of people saying, do you want logos and things? Find out what people are actually looking for. But I'd say rather than doing things online straight away, find out what your local community need. So you could be the guy that does logos, like I originally was going to do. But then you could speak to people saying, okay, I'm learning Photoshop, even if you've not actually done one video on Photoshop, just say I'm going to be doing some logos and things like that. But then they might even say, I want a website, or they might need some video editing. Then you could take a course on that and say, okay, I'll spend a week or two, researching this for you. So go local first before you try and go really big, and then you'll get the experience, and then you can sort of sell yourself like I am to teach people to do the web design. So I think keep it simple rather than, because you can get really overwhelmed if you're trying to sort of go to the whole world straight away. So
that's right. Yeah. What you're saying is, I really like that advice. Basically, find a, go local, identify a few simple problems to solve. A few simple needs that people have. Learn how to do that, and provide that service, and then grow, kind of thing.
Even if you see someone on Facebook, they might say, "Oh, I need to have some software built," or they say, "Oh, I need a website," or it could be they need some I'm obviously talking about the same things, but people could say that I need this. Does anyone know anyone who can do this sort of skill or whatever? And then you can learn that, because there's so many free courses online, and then you could be literally, that one job could get you going.
Exactly.
It's easier to figure out what you want to do, but just by seeing what other people are sort of asking in your local community. But even just going to your local community, or where you got like clubs and things like that. I do martial arts when I'm not working, so I meet a lot of people through that. And one of the guys there, he said he needs to have a website and everything. So I'm sort of talking to him at the moment. So you'll find out what people want just by sort of getting out there. It's easier when you kind of know the people, so there's no pressure on you. So you're just taking on board what they want, and then you say, okay, let me have a look at this, and then there's no pressure on you. You're doing it for free first, and then you can turn that into a business later.
Exactly. That's very good advice, I find. Yeah, it's just don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate. And but yeah, what I really get from you, John, is you were not shy to just go for it. You didn't let all sorts of fears interfere there. You just were free and simple about it, didn't you?
It is a bit nerve-wracking. I was going to say, the first website I was building, I was I had a bit of a nightmare for about an hour or two. I was building the site, and there were some things weren't right with it, so I loaded up a template that I built from my own portfolio site. I loaded that up on the website, and it basically deleted everything. So I was like, no. So luckily I did a backup, so I managed to figure out a way to sort of reverse the damage I'd caused. And I phoned up Ben. I say, "Is everything all right? You're happy with the site?" And everything. He said, "Yeah, it's fine." So luckily, he didn't see it. But that's where you don't. That's where not charging any money, you're not putting any pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
You can say, exactly. "Oh, I'll get back on it," and then a lot of times people are more forgiving if you're doing it for free.
Yeah. It's a nice way to start, isn't it? First time, absolutely. And
so whatever you do a free couple of jobs first, and then 9 times out of 10, if people are happy with it, then they'll give you a nice tip, like it did me.
Yeah, exactly. That's really a win-win, isn't it? Yeah.
There's no. It's just keeping the pressure away from you, because once you start putting money on the table, it causes so much stress.
Yeah. It's true.
You have to perform really well, but it's a lot more relaxing if you're kind of working as a team with this other person.
That's right, exactly. Well, good for you, John. Really good for you. Thank you so much. I'm really very happy to get the chance to chat with you, and I'm going to watch you grow. We both supporting each other on YouTube as well. So it's very exciting, really. Is there anything else you'd like to share, you'd like to add for today, or is that?
I was going to say, I'm literally just going to keep putting my little videos onto YouTube, but then as I sort of grow, I get more skills and everything, I'm probably going to do other courses on mostly coding as well. So it's not just going to be WordPress, but as I sort of get better, I'm going to try and make things easier for people to understand them as well, because I suffer a bit of dyslexia. So if I can sort of make things easier for people, then if I can fight and make it easy for myself, I know it's going to be easier for someone who doesn't have learning difficulties. So
Exactly.
it's always been a battle, sort of how I have to sort of do things over and over again because of, you know, having learning difficulties. So it has been a bit of a pain, but, you know, I've continued to sort of learn.
Well, good for you, John. Really, I'm very impressed. I really, I think it's wonderful. Well, listen, thank you so much for answering my questions. I really look forward to seeing you grow online, and as I said, maybe we'll do a follow up in 6 months, see how you're doing. You know.
Definitely, yeah. I think I'm always learning new things, so I'll be giving you some new updates and things that I'm doing and different clients, and I'll even show you a couple of websites that I've been working on and everything. And I'm possibly going to be doing some templates as well. So if people are struggling to sort of learn it, I can just do a template and then they can download it from my website. So that's another thing I've been thinking about doing as well.
Brilliant.
All you have to do is just upload that onto your website. But yeah, like I said, I'm only focusing on one thing at a time. So there's all these ideas. So it's just baby steps.
But I think you're very wise. I think that a lot of us online and, well, generally creating our own businesses have this. We have lots of ideas, and the challenge is to do exactly like you do, you know, take one at a time. Yeah. And I think those of us who manage to do that then do grow. But it's not always easy, is it, to discipline ourselves.
Some days I'm like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Next day I'm like, well, just do it because you've got nothing else to do. You're going to stay broke.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good for you. Absolutely good for you.
Cheers. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John.
Thanks again. Good to speak to you.
Oh, lovely to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's an exciting story, isn't it? John went from talking about a logo in a pub to offering to build a website for free to then being paid for it. And then he just went ahead and now he's building his business. And the lesson I get from this interview is, you know, just go for it. Don't overthink it. Find something that people need, offer it to them and just go for it, take it from there. So I'm really, really pleased we got to hear John's story, and I'm almost certain I will almost certainly do an update in a few months' time. So make sure you tune in regularly and you check my interviews playlist. If you want to see other interviews, just check my interviews playlist. I will be doing regular interviews on this channel, so if you want to share your Make Money Online journey, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you're up to and I may just interview you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm a very busy mum. I make money online, and on this channel I'll share with you the tips, the tricks, the courses, the reviews and the mindset that you need to make money online, to make a success of your Make Money Online journey. Make sure you like the video. I will see you in another video. Bye for now.